What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video I'll be showcasing my latest ranged bow Comet crystal gank, which is a really strong PvP build. It's 2-bar and it's hitting very hard, guys. It's a lot of fun. It's ranged as well, so there's a lot of survivability and escape options. It's just a really great build overall. Also want a special shout out to my members as well, guys, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, as I've got lots more builds and guides inbound. So without further ado, guys, we'll get into it. So first things first, we're with the sets. What sets we're running? We're running a Oak Father's Retribution bow in sharpened with a weapon damage enchantment. A very powerful set, and it's also good for ganking. You get 3 lines of weapon and spell damage, and extra weapon and spell damage and penetration against your enemy. It doesn't show on the stat sheet, but it's very strong. On the back bar, I've just got a defending ice staff, so you can really use anything, to be honest, but an ice staff is not too bad in defending, as well as you can get a little bit of magicka back as well. If you use a melee weapon, you can only get stamina back, and it's very magicka focused, this build, so I'll definitely go with an ice staff. I've only got his blue, you can have it as purple if you want a bit more defense. And the next set we're running, of course, is the battle. That's just going to push the weapon and spell damage up really high. We're running the head in light, all divines, all max magicka. We give you a ton of penetration and weapon and spell damage when you activate your ultimate. So this is really best in slot, guys. Of course, if you have the 500 ult, it's going to hit as hard as possible. Next set we're running is the Tarnished Nightmare. Now this has been nerfed, but it's still very strong. It just has a slight delay, but it's still very strong and hits super hard. You get 3 lines of critical chance. When you deal critical damage, you're also going to launch these shards, which deal physical damage. Very strong and a lot of fun, and a perfect combination for this build. So I've got it all on the body. It's a medium set. Like I said, all divines, all max magic on the body. Got a stamina one there, but it should be all max magicka to push the magicka as high as possible. Is that what we're pushing, guys? Because the higher the magicka, the higher the damage as well. And on the jewellery, we have all infused Oak Father's Retribution with weapon damage enchantments. This is going to boost the damage as high as possible. Try to gold out the jewellery and the weapon. The weapon's pretty cheap to gold out, and the jewellery if you can. So with the stat sheets, we're getting into 64 points into magicka. We're touching around 35k magicka. I put 38 on the thing, as it did say it was 38k on one of the clips. I don't know if that's wrong, so it might be 35k. Shadow Mundus as well. The critical damage is pretty high on this build. It'll be around about 100, 110. We want max magicka food as well. And Vampire Stage 4. I think I just dropped off there, as you can go invisible when you're sprinting. Now we're moving to the skills, guys, and how it all works. So running the Dark Magic, Storm Calling, and Adric Spear. So 2 from the Sorcerer line and 1 from the Templar line. This is a really great combination for ganking. And for cloaking, we're using invis pots, stage 4 and crouch. And of course, because it's ranged, it's super easy. You can go cloak if you want. So we'll start off with the back bar, guys. We're running on the defensive back bars. We've got the healing burst. This is your main heal if you need it. It's going to heal over time, and it's going to give you the minor courage. It's a scribing ability. And Blood Frenzy, it should be Simmering Frenzy, I just haven't got it morphed, so I'm losing a bit of damage here. Just basically drops your health and increases your weapon and spell damage. Really good for gank, but just makes you easier to kill. Race Against Time movement speed buff and critical damage buff. We've got Crit Surge to buff the major brutality and sorcery. Also, any critical damage you deal heals you. Ball of Lightning is here just to escape. This is a bit of a flex spot here if you want an extra heal, whatever you need. Temporal Guard is just for the minor protection. So that is our defensive back bar and buff bar. Front bar, we've got the Ice Comet. This is hitting super hard with the Balog and the Oak Father. Deals a ton of frost damage to enemies. Ender's Fury is our execute. When they're low on health, under 20%, hit them with this. Hits super hard. Inner Light is here for max magicka and the major prophecy and savagery. Focused aim. This hits super hard. Also minor breach as well. Javelin, you can also throw in the combo, or you can just use this if anyone tries to get near you. Knocks them back, very strong. crystal weapon. You activate this before you do the heavy attack or light attack, and it's going to reduce their armor and deal extra physical damage. Really, really strong and really fun to play. Haven't used it much, but it is really good. Of course, you want the Dark Magic, Storm Calling, and the Adric Spear. The reason I've chosen the Adric Spear is because you get extra critical damage and weapon and spell damage. On all your passives in the bow and destruction staff, light and medium. Also, the vampire passives you want as well. The undeath and the dark stalker for extra weapon and spell damage. Like I said, I would recommend stage 4 if you can, as it's just going to give you an extra thing to use if you need to escape. Turn invisible. Stage 4. As long as you've got the strike from the shadows to get the extra weapon and spell damage, that'll be totally fine. You want all the passives as well in the Mage's Guild if you can, which you will need for the Comet anyway. That gives you extra max magicka. Also the Sigic line and the Undaunted line for the extra stats as well, guys. Summon support line for the PvP. I'm running a high elf on this because you get max magicka and also weapon and spell damage. You can use other races, it doesn't really matter. As long as you're a damage race, you can go Khajiit. Also the alchemy medicinal use, so your potions last a bit longer. Your invisibility pots. Which I do have here somewhere. Yeah, you want to be using the green food for the highest max magic possible, but you can use recovery food if you want a bit more sustain, but it's a gank, so you shouldn't really need sustain. It's like a one-time gank. You can use the Witch Mother's Brew or the Screaming Eyeball. There's the invisibility pots. Yeah, they also give you major expedition as well, so you can get out there quickly if you need to. I typically don't use these. You can use these for escaping, but you can use these for the gank as well. So now we're going to move into the champion points, guys, to maximise the damage. So the green CP, just got on the Steed's Blessing. You also have the Sustaining Shadows, the Liquid Efficiency and Rationer. They should all be slotted anyway. The blue one is the important one, which is we've got the Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, the Wrathful Strikes, and the Backstabber for extra critical damage. The red CP, we've got Fortified, Rejuvenation, Boundless Vitality. We also have Bastion in case they've got shields, but you can play around with these. You can have Celerity for more movement speed, really up to you. The Bastion is nice in case they are got a damage shield active. So now we'll show you how to play the gank. So of course you want to start on your back bar, be crouching. You want to pre-buff with all your skills on the back bar. Of course not the streak, Ball of Lightning, and then Simmering Frenzy. Once that hits to 5 stacks, or when it gets to about 3 stacks should I say, you want to then swap to the front bar and then press the crystal weapon. Make sure you're cloaked. As you can see, I'm still detected here because the house is not big enough. You just make sure you're hidden, or you can use an invis pot. Then you heavy attack into ult, and then you can snipe and then hit them with the execute. It is a bit of a clunky combo, so you can light attack into ult. You can also throw the javelin if anyone gets near you. You can also use it for damage as well, as it does hit pretty hard. So you can light or heavy attack into the ult and then snipe and execute. And javelin if they get too close. If it fails, just go back to your back bar, heal, use a invisibility pot or a ball of lightning streak and get out there. So again, buff up on the back bar. Front bar buff is just the crystal. Make sure you're hidden. Attack from behind as well. It's a nice little combo. Does a hell of a lot of damage in a small space of time. You can see the tarnish proc as well. It is delayed, but it does work pretty well, especially with the execute. You've got a nice burst heal as well. The heal's not super strong, but it's enough to keep you going. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I've got some clips at the end. Stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one.